So the Saints lose the opener of the Kellen Moore era, 20-13 to the Cardinals, but they have lost more than that. Kellen Moore at his Monday press conference with an injury update on safety Julian Blackman.
The main one that came out of our game was Julian Blackman. Unfortunate injury, shoulder, and so that'll probably it'll be a long one. It'll be a long one potentially for the full season, and so that's a tough one.
Deja vu all over again. A team that was injury prone, snake bitten, call it whatever you want, a year ago. They ended up playing with what felt like a practice squad preseason roster. You lose Julian Blackman, one of your free agent acquisitions, a veteran safety, the first game of the season. And you might ask yourself, how important is Julian Blackman anyway?
Matt, how important is Julian Blackman anyway?
So you might ask yourself.
Oh, self. I guess I could have been done that. My name's Matt.
Yeah, you could have done that.
Yeah.
You might ask, you might say, Scone, how important is Julian Blackman?
Scone, how important is Julian Blackman?
I'm glad you asked, Muse. That's why I like you. You're always on top of things. Julian Blackman had 7 tackles for the New Orleans Saints with a torn labrum. 1 pass defense in the game. And if you trust the folks over at Pro Football Focus, DeMario Davis had the highest grade among defenders, a 90.7. Friggin' ageless wonder, DeMario Davis, the man of God, incredible. A 90. You don't see 90s in Pro Football Focus. The second highest graded defender, you may ask, Scone, who was the second highest graded defender?
Scone, who was the second highest graded defender?
Thanks, Muse. Well, it was Julian Blackman. He graded out an 83.9. With a torn labrum. Kellen Moore was asked about this. Like, when did they know he was hurt?
It really wasn't until after the game that it was recognized.
What?
And so really, even after the game, like once Julian went home. And so bummer for him just because he's done such an amazing job of coming in here and putting himself in an awesome position to have a great season. And he played great on Sunday as well.
Look at pass coverage grades from Sunday. Highest grade in pass coverage was Carl Granderson. That's a problem. You might say, well, Scone, after noted lockdown defensive back Carl Granderson, who was the second highest graded in pass coverage for the New Orleans Saints.
Scone, after lockdown defensive back, noted lockdown defensive back Carl Granderson, who was the second highest graded in pass coverage?
Glad you asked, Muse. Probably not going to surprise you. It was Julian Blackman.
Yeah.
He allowed 2 receptions for 7 yards, a long of 4. I mean, 3 tackles, no missed tackles. It's a bummer because obviously Tyrann retired, and you had a big shuffle in the secondary, we know, right? Like, Tyrann retired. Jordan Howden has not emerged like you thought he would. You drafted Jonas Sankey out of Virginia. You signed Justin Reed, and he's been a starter for you there. But you brought in, and then Alontae Taylor last year. I think we all realize he's probably more of a nickel, strong safety than a boundary corner. It's just more where he's a more natural fit than playing boundary corner. You brought Isaac Yiadom back. But, you went and added these veteran players, and Julian Blackman and Justin Reed, to be better at a position where you weren't very good a year ago. Now, Tyrann led your team in tackles, But just because you lead the team in tackles doesn't necessarily mean you had a great season. Like someone's got to make tackles. But this is a guy that performed very well for you on Sunday in a game where you did a good job of limiting Kyler Murray in the pass game, where they boast two really good receivers, certainly Marvin Harrison Jr., who looks like he might be one of the breakout stars of this NFL season, and then a guy in McBride who, by the end of the season, we could look at and say is the best pass-catching tight end in the NFL. Could we? That's a possibility at the end of the season. So Kellen Moore was asked on Monday, so Blackman out likely for the season here with the torn labrum. What do they do at safety without him?
We'll definitely have to have those conversations to put ourselves in a position. We certainly feel like we have a number of guys. Early in this process, we've invested in a lot of those guys to get a ton of reps, and so we feel like we're not bringing someone in that isn't familiar with this thing. We got a number of guys who can go play that, and that's a conversation that we'll have to have tomorrow, just to narrow our focus and put someone in a position, or a combination of a couple guys, put them in position to be ready for Sunday.
You have 5 safeties on the roster. You have 5 safeties on the roster. You have Blackman and Reed, of course, Howden, Jonas, Sankey, and Ugo Amadi. And Amadi is a special teamer who can give you backup depth at safety. So the question they have to ask is, do you feel like Jordan Howden or Jonas Sankey are ready to go be a starter? Or do you go look in free agency or to make a trade? Now, I'll be very clear about this. I am not in any way whatsoever going to be okay with the New Orleans Saints making a trade for a safety. This team is not going to be good. They're not going anywhere. Do not give up future assets to bring in a safety. Like, you do not go buy new furniture for a sinking ship. It doesn't make a lick of sense. So, no, you do not trade for a safety. If you want to go look at free agents, you can. By the way, Marcus Williams is currently unsigned. Not saying, just saying. Marcus Williams, Justin Simmons, Jordan Whitehead, Jordan Poyer, Marcus May. You've got some veteran Von Bell. You've got some, again, dudes mostly who are past their prime, but might be a better option as a veteran player than running a rookie like Jonas Sankey out there. So we'll see what they elect to do. What you can afford to do, the good news for the Saints is they got plenty of cap space if they want to go sign a free agent. They can do that. And you can add a veteran. I will not be okay with trading, giving up a future asset to make this team better, because this team isn't going to be good. You can certainly go sign a veteran among the ones we just mentioned, or you try to see what you have in your young guys, which is the point that I've kind of made all throughout the offseason that I'm interested in. Now, I understand if you're Kellen Moore, you're out there trying to win football games, and I understand that. I'm not saying you tank, and I'm not suggesting they're going to. But I think you also have to face reality that this is you're looking with a longer-term view. And, I would like to know if Jonas Sankey is capable of being a starting NFL safety. So let's find out. This is not how you want to have to find out, but let's find out if he's capable of being that guy. The situation is unenviable, but it's what's presented to you. Live in the now with the opportunity to build for the future. A long-term view is what they have to be looking for right now in New Orleans. It's very unfortunate, man. Julian Blackman, with a torn labrum, played the entire game and was awesome for New Orleans on Sunday. And after just one game, he's apparently done for the rest of the year. We'll see what the Saints do to try to supplement at that position. When they do, we'll certainly talk about it here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.